视频前的你，如果在男性持久力、勃起硬度等方面不满意，现在就加郭老师微信358163379，让郭老师帮助你持久坚挺，延时20到40分钟，补肾壮阳，延时助勃，增强夫妻性生活，28天彻底告别快男软男，做回自信的自己。记住微信358163379。
We start from a natural posture without anticipating not being on one's guard. The punch is given with the fist, and we begin with this one. The body is dragged along after the fist. After the body, the foot is dragged along by it. So it's first the fist, then the body, and then the foot, in order not to prevent from the attack once more. Punch is given with the solid part of the fist dragging along the rest of the body. Same attack with open palm. Fingers sting to the eyes if it's absolutely necessary. Elbow strokes are very powerful. They are given within a short distance. The power of those strokes are reinforced by the action of the hip. They can be done in all directions, to the right, to the left, rotary, side, back. The efficiency must be the same whatever the approach. Notice that each time the transfer of the weight from one leg to the other when striking. For the best balance, the pelvis must stay parallel to the ground. Rotary horizontal attack with the elbow or the forearm. Upward attacks with the elbow. Rotary attack with the father's arm against an opponent placed aside. Lateral direct attack against an opponent aside. Backwards, direct back attack supported by all the weight of the body. Back upwards attack, the bending of the knee allows the increase of the efficiency of the stroke. Back rotary attack. Leg techniques. Knee kicks with grabs, we beware of a possible stroke with the head. Direct kick given with the toe or the bottom of the foot. Direct kick to the genitals with the toe. Side kick given with the heel, the edge or the flight of the foot. Rotary kick with the upper part of the foot or the tibia. Back kick with the heel or the flat of the foot. Left foot forward and kick with the right foot at the same time. The counters. Each time it's possible, counters and parries are done simultaneously. Inner parries. Parry on the side with right hand and counter with indirect left. Downward parries with right hand and counter with the left, thumb to the sky. Parry with left hand on the side and counter with a turn back direct. See again those attacks in close-up. Notice each time the transfer of the weight of the body ahead. Parry and counter with the same hand. The movement is performed slipping on the opponent's arm and swerving it. Parry and counter with the same hand. The movement is performed slipping under the opponent's arm and swerving it. Parry aside with the left hand and counter with direct right punch. Downward parries with the left hand and counter with direct right punch. Parry and counter with the left hand, go on with right hand. We see again in close-up the two techniques of defense, slipping on and under the opponent's arm. Short external parries. Parry with the left hand against the right punch, thumb to the left and counter with right punch. Same parade, back of the hand to the left. Same parry, thumb to the right. Long external parries. Same technique, we see the punch start before. First long parry, thumb to the left. Second long parry, back of the hand to the left. Third long parry, palm to the left. Fourth external parry, the left arm cut at the opponent's arm upwards and leaded backwards. Fifth parry upwards, simultaneously counter with right punch and bending the knees. Inner parry, same technique as before, but start on a natural posture. External parry, same technique as before, but start on a natural posture against the right punch. External parry against the left punch, same technique as before, going aside the center. Defense again, kick. Near parry with the forehand against a direct front kick, middle eye level. The forehand must stay in a vertical line. We can counter by several ways. Same parry with left forearm against the back kick, followed by a counter with the forearm with takedown. External slip parry with the back forearm downwards, followed by a right forearm counter. This last technique, is external parry, can be continued with the same arm, either with a punch to the face or a takedown, or by both actions simultaneously. Defense against direct kick making a counter and a simultaneous shifting order. To turn out well this technique, the timing is essential. Inner parry with the parallel forearm against a direct kick starting from a natural posture. Defense with direct kick between the legs against a direct kick. With this technique, we use the movement ahead of the opponent to counter on time. In guard, inner parry with the tibia against direct low kick with the front leg, throw on left-right punches, low kick. In guard, block of a back kick with the front foot, go on left-right punches, back kick. External parry with left forearm against a rotary high kick, simultaneous kick, front leg to the genitals. If the counter kick is given on time, the parry will not be necessary anymore. External parry with the right forearm against a kick with front leg, simultaneous shifting diagonally to the left, counter with right foot, go on with left punch. External parry with the left forearm against a kick with back leg, counter with left foot, go on left-right punches. Defense against loosening. Loosening in triangle from a front strangulation followed by a hook of the right. Loosening from a front strangulation with withdrawal of the left leg and chest, lifting on the right arm, and counter with elbow, knee, fist and foot. Defense from a back strangulation, left foot ahead, simultaneous lifting of the right arm, counter with the edge of the hand of the right arm on the ribs, go on kick and punch. Front grabs on the arms. We push ahead to the genitals with the hands. The opponent moves back. Knee kick, and we loosen one hand and take down with the thumb in the eye. Same grasp, but lower. Direct knee kick, we loose one hand and take down. Front grabs under the arms, loosening with thumb in the eyes and takedown. Front grabs under the arms, loosening by pulling the hair and twisting the head and takedown. Front grabs under the arms, we cross the fingers of both hands and we catch the bases of the nose in order to push it backwards until takedown. Even a very muscle-naked opponent cannot resist to a pressure on the eyes and so to the takedown. Front grabs on the arms and rising up from the ground. We wind one leg around the opponent's leg and kick simultaneously with the other knee to the genitals. We loosen one arm and go on counter. Back grabs on the arms, we push with both hands one after the other against the leg, heel kick to the tibia, kick with the other heel on the other foot, loosening on one arm, elbow kick and grab up the finger. We turn back making a fingers lock and going on kick punch. Back grabs under the arms, we bend toward punching several times with both elbows, slap on the back of the hand, grabs on one finger, finger turning back ourselves, going on kick and punch holding the lock. Close up on the finger lock. We slap on the back of the hand, under pain the hand opens, which allows to grasp one finger and go on with finger lock. Back wraps on the arms and rising up from the ground. With one leg we wind around the opponent's leg, the other heel strikes to the genitals, we loosen one arm, elbow kick and go on kick and punch. Lateral elbow lock, we put forward the left foot while striking with left hand to the genitals, right hand gets over the head and catches the nose and the eye. We draw back until takedown. Back strangulation with the right forearm. We turn the head to the left side, tucking the chin in the neck and grasping with both hands the strangling forearm. Push from the left hand, withdrawal of the left leg, the head going under the armpit, the strangling forearm is held against the chest, knee kick allowing a better grasp, takedown with lock. Defense against knife. The way the opponent holds the knife will be determining for the defense as for the distance. When the opponent is at a distance, he needs to come closer to attack, so two actions. I use this lap of time to counter with one time with a left kick. I go on with a right punch and grabs of the arm hand, strike with the forearm to the cervical and takedown. Same technique, I step forward and kick in the same time. I go on with a right punch and grabs the arm hand, kick to the genitals, wrist lock, and I disarm. From a short distance, I do not go ahead, I wait for the attack to counter and then go on. In some cases, the best tactics consist in striking and escaping if we are not prepared mentally or physically. From a dive attack, direct kick to the most open point of the opponent with a thrust of the hip. Parry and stroke with the right forearm, control of the arm hand, knee kick, wrist lock, and disarming. From a high dive attack, external dodging, simultaneous strike to the genitals, press of the arm hand, direct left punch and wrist lock. Loosening the weapon. From a dive attack, direct kick from thrust of the hip, grasp of the arm hand, direct right punch, wrist lock, disarming. From an upwards attack, step aside and upwards kick simultaneously, chain is possible. This exercise is called 360. It's a parry-counter training on all rotary attacks with a knife at a short distance. Of course, it has to be done on the left and on the right, as all the exercises shown on this film. In real life, if the opponent is not KO, he can attack again after our first counter. So we will see afterward different possible chains. On all downward attacks, we found out the same defense. Parry with strike pushing the arm hand, grasp of the wrist and successive strikes, wrist lock and disarming. We will see two techniques which illustrate this principle. On all rotary upwards attacks with a knife, we found out the same defense. Parry and counter simultaneously, control of the armed hand, then successive strikes, elbow lock and takedown. We present you several techniques which illustrate this principle. The repetition of the gesture when training hands up by creating a kind of conditioned reflex after the parry and the counter. The chains can change, but the principle remains always the same. This technique starts like the preceding ones, but we step forward with the left hand and we find ourselves outside the attack after the block, which allows to go on with the wrist lock and not with the elbow lock. The wrist lock forces the opponent to open the fingers, which allows us to pull the knife off his hand. In case of a downwards attack on the right side, the parry is the same, but we must get aside the center to give a direct left punch, chain with a kick, wrist lock, and takedown. In case of an upward attack from the right side with the right hand, the principle is the same, but we grasp the arm wrist with left hand striking with right hand, kick, wrist lock, and disarming. We will see this technique under two different angles. Now we see it again under a different angle, the downwards attack on the right side. Upwards attack with left arm on the right side, same principle as before. On the lateral eye attack, considering the distance, the kick seems to be the best defense, followed by an adapted chain. On a dive attack, parry at the end or left forearm and grasp, strike to the right hand, go on with a kick to the genitals, wrist lock and disarming. On a dive attack, parry and strike of the hand or right forearm, grasp of the left hand, kick to the genitals, wrist lock and disarming. On a cross attack with a knife, ducking by withdrawal of the chest, block of the arm forearm, left-right punch, wrist lock and disarming. Other way, initial block with only one arm instead of two. Other way, block with left arm and strike with right arm. defense against stick. On a downward punch, we get into the attack with a slipped parry, simultaneous right counter, widening the arm, knee kick to the genitals, loosening and strike with the stick on the opponent's knee. On a lateral cross attack, knee kick, elbow strike, strike to the genitals, disarm. On the setting of a low lateral strike, we get into the attack with the tibia, grasp at the arm, strike and disarming. On a right lateral strike, cross step, grasp, elbow strike, disarming and strike.
Désarmement et frappe.
On the left lateral strike, we get into the attacking profile, grasp, elbow strike with Tai Sabaki, various strikes and disarming. We see this action again under a different angle. Three other ways on a downwards attack. First case, I get into the attack, slip parry with the left arm. Second case, I step forward with left foot, slip parry with right arm. Third case, I step forward with right foot, slip parry with right arm, step forward with left foot, I find myself at the back of the opponent.